course I lie to people, but I lie altruistically, for our mutual good. The lie is the basic building block of good manners. If you don't know who this fellow was, I recommend watching The Naked Civil Servant, a film from the mid-70s with John Hurt playing Mr. Crisp. Needless to say, he was very flamboyant and an openly gay man in a deeply conservative society, as England was when he was growing up and coming of age. Another quote: "I don't think you can really be proud of being gay because it isn't something you've done. You can only be proud of not being ashamed." I think that's essentially true, and obviously there's nothing to be ashamed of. I like this one. Quote, "When I told the people of Northern Ireland that I was an atheist, a woman in the audience stood up and said, 'Yes, but is it the God of the Catholics or the God of the Protestants, in whom you don't believe?'" Nice. Another one. "The young always have the same problem: how to rebel and conform at the same time. They have now solved this by defying their parents and copying one another." If you look on YouTube, you can find interviews this chap did in the 70s, 80s and 90s. Yeah, a lot of what he says is pretty controversial. Yeah, he got a few backs up in his time, no doubt. I think he started enjoying himself more in later life after leaving England and moving to New York. Maybe that new environment suited him considerably better. I think he resented certain things about England, culturally speaking, which, given how he was treated for a long time, is understandable. Quote, "If at first you don't succeed, failure may be your style." And again, "Never keep up with the Joneses. Drag them down to your level. It's cheaper." He did have what some might see as a grim outlook, saying things like, "You fall out of your mother's womb, you crawl across open country under fire, and drop into your grave." And also he said, "The absolute nothingness of death is a blessing. Something to look forward to." Maybe it's simply that he wasn't bothered so much with his own mortality as some are. Yeah. This is a good quote. I like it anyway. "The consuming desire of most human beings is deliberately to plant their whole life in the hands of some other person. I would describe this method of searching for happiness as immature. Development of character consists solely in moving toward self-sufficiency." Unquote. I don't think Quentin was a soppy or silly person. He seemed fairly practical to me. Some might say cynical, but I don't know about that. One more to finish. "Though intelligence is powerless to modify character, it is a dab hand at finding euphemisms for its weaknesses." See you later, ladies and gents. Take care.